The day is finally here. The hang for 2 minutes bar. Do I have what it takes to beat this brutal carnival scam? Let's find out. Before I attempt beating this at an actual carnival, let me give you some context of why I'm so addicted to wanting to beat that damn bar. Let's rewind the date to October 16th. I'd always been fascinated by these bars, but I wanted to learn more. On this day, I decided to buy one of these bars, conduct studies on it, and try and beat it myself. But I couldn't find one anywhere. Nobody was selling this bar. And the reason is because carnival companies, they don't want these to become widely available. They don't want people to get good at them, because then they lose money. Eventually, after countless hours of looking, I found one. It was from this pretty dodgy looking company who wanted me to pay £1,000 up front. It sounded like a scam, but it was literally my only option. Okay, and purchase. Okay, please don't get scammed. 2 weeks later, I finally found out it wasn't a scam and the bar arrived. It wasn't what I was expecting, it didn't seem as good, but I was looking on the bright side, we had a bar. Now, you're probably wondering why didn't I just use like a pull-up bar or something? Let me explain quickly why these carnival bars are so unique. The trick with these bars and what make them so hard to beat at carnivals is they spin. As you're trying to grip the bar, it will spin you back and make you fall off extremely early. They're hard, extremely hard. In fact, everybody who tried it that I knew couldn't do it, including me.
Oh, this looks hard.
Over the next following weeks, I practiced. I couldn't seem to beat the 2 minute mark, but finally, after what felt like forever, the day finally came.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 minutes.
Did I do it? Yeah.
You did it.
Nice.
I'd done it after all the practice. I had finally beaten the bar, but I wanted to step it up a notch. I wanted to beat this bar at an actual carnival, try and make my £1,000 back, but I couldn't find one anywhere. Nobody knew where one was. This could have been because of coronavirus, I don't know, but it was looking like a dead end. Until about 5 months later, one of my mates who goes to Birmingham Uni sent me this video.
Yo Joe, we're in Digworth Bar. Come across this right here. Beat the bar. I want to see if you can do it, man.
The second I saw this video, I booked train tickets to Birmingham, and then a few days later, I headed on my way, in the hopes to beat this bar.
Hang for 2 minutes bar. I have searched long and wide for one of these things. Let's win myself 50 quid.
The day had come and I was acting very cocky. Even though I hadn't trained on this for 4 months, I just felt that I could beat this. I noticed every single person who went before me didn't even get past a minute on this thing. I knew it was going to be hard. All of the work I put into this, everything came up to this one moment. I was only at 1 minute 7 seconds and I felt awful. My grip was going. What had happened? I had failed miserably. What had I done? Why was I so bad now? I thought I could destroy this thing.
The bar is thicker. The one that I practice on is a lot thinner than this bar.
Let me explain why I failed. It comes down to 3 different reasons. Number 1 is I just hadn't practiced in about 5 months. Number 2 is, like I said a second ago, the bar was thicker. The one I'd originally practiced on was a lot thinner. This meant it was a lot easier to grip and get my hands around it. So this new bar was a lot harder. Reason number 3, and by far the most important reason on why I failed, this bar spans so much more than my original one. Don't get me wrong, the first bar that I bought did spin, but the bar at the carnival, it was 10 times more aggressive how much it span. They really made this thing hard to beat. But I came here to beat this thing, and I was not leaving before I did. I thought I could do it. I thought I could beat this damn bar the second time, but I just couldn't. I got back that night questioning my whole life. I was a fraud. I came up to Birmingham thinking I could destroy this thing and I didn't even come close. Okay, we got back today and I didn't beat it. I was about 45 seconds off. This is a harder challenge than I thought. I'm going back tomorrow though, and I'm destroying this thing. I wasn't gonna let a bar mock me. I wasn't gonna let it control me. I came back that second day, hungry, with anger in my walk, and the most motivation I've ever had. I was gonna beat this thing. was pushing myself to the limit. Every muscle fibre in my body was aching. I had to do this.
I'm so bad.
I failed again. I was a failure. I tried then just trying different tactics to beat this, having more goes, spending more money, and I just didn't beat it once. I didn't even come close.
Any way I can buy it.
I started speaking to the guy who ran it. I wanted to buy one of these proper bars. He gave me his number and we started texting, and eventually he offered it me for £2,000. He's saying £2,000, which is a lot, but they don't sell these things anywhere. So it's, getting a proper one, this is my only option.
What are they, like 10 in the UK?
Yeah. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I said yes, and fast forward about a week and the product had arrived.
Here it is, the Hank for 100 seconds bar.
I then set this thing up outside, and this is where I'm going to end the video. But trust me, I'm going to train, I'm going to find the best ways to beat this thing, I'm going to get my revenge. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button and maybe also consider subscribing. And lastly, if you want to get any supplements like protein powder, creatine, pre-workout, head over to My Protein, which is the first link in the description. Use my code Joe at checkout, which will save you 37% off your entire order. Not only is it the cheapest way to get supplements, but it also helps me out a ton. Cheers, guys.